Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Kim here. And I know this video doesn't have the greatest lighting, and I know that there's shadows and we can play puppets after. But I wanted to show you, I'm working with my Sizzix and I'm cutting out heart shapes. These are the hearts. And I'm trying to capture these little flowers on the heart. This is fabric, or it's quilted fabric. This was an offcut from something else. And so I have all these roses and I'm trying to maximize as much as I can to get these roses. But you know, when you're working with a die like this, it can be, I don't know if you can even see the heart in here, the heart shape. It can be hit and miss when you're trying to line them up because you're going by the die here and it doesn't always work. But I love these Bigsy dies because you can cut leather and fabric, and you know, I cut tin with these things. I abuse them to the maximum. So the best way, and this is what I wanted to show you, is the best way to be able to see what you're doing and have the right cut is to create a template. Now, I made this out of some plastic packaging. And what I did is I cut it to the exact size of the red outside of the die. So not this part, or you know, not close to the heart, but to the exact size of the red die. And so then I put it through the die cutter so that I would actually have the heart as well, because this is a two-step process to do this. So what I do first is I take the heart and I line it up where I think I kind of want, you know, the flowers to be, whether I want them on the side. But, you know, I have to keep in mind that I think I'll have them come down the side on this one. So I have to keep in mind where they are in the fabric. And then I use this part. So I've kind of designed or you know, decided that's where I want those roses to be in here. So then I just cut the quilting, and that's why I'm holding this in place. And I just give myself, I'm sorry, I'm looking at what I'm doing at the same time. And I kind of turn it around, and because you don't want all this extra bulk to be going through your machine, because then it causes things to slide around a little bit. And then I have my bottom plate, and there is my die, and I lay this down on top. And then after I've just cut it out so that I know that it fits, I then take this part of the die and I line it up to all those squares, or like on all four sides. And I make sure, now you can see that this is not in the right spot. So I would just lift it up a little bit. And I know, excuse me, I still have this cold carrying on. So I know that's what's going to cut out, because, and I use a black felt marker, a permanent marker, to go around the edges. So it just makes it easier to see, and also to not throw it in the garbage, because I've done that a few times, throwing my templates out. And I do this for all size templates, whether I'm making little labels and I want to cut out the words, or you know, bigger pieces. I make the template, and then I know where it sits all the time. And then the templates, they sit together with the die so that I know I have them when I want to cut something out in particular. So once I have that lined up, which is what I have now, you take this off. You don't want to cut through this again. Sorry, I'm eating a cough candy to try and curb some of this coughing. And then I take a piece of book page, and we've got lots of them, and I lay that on top. And what this does is it helps the die cut through the fabric by going further and cutting through the paper. Now there's going to be little bits that don't cut perfectly. You'll see that in a second. Make sure your die is centered on your plate, and then you put your top plate over top. And you can see I've been cutting a few of them. So I'm just holding everything like a sandwich and putting it through. And so this is where I say you don't have that bulk of fabric trying to squeeze out of here and shifting your die around. and then I just kind of hold it in place, and then I bring it back. So I'm cutting twice. Now, sometimes I will put it through, depending on what I'm cutting, I will put it through 2 times, back and forth. But for this, it's thin enough that I just have to go through the 1 time. So then I, of course, keep this paper because this is collage for masterboard. And then this goes in my pile of die cut hearts. So you get a twofer every time. And then I carefully, so when I'm pulling this away, I know there's shadows, I'm sorry. I can see that there's a few threads catching, so I'm just going to pull it with my scissors. And because I went through twice, you'll see okay, and then I discard that. Because I went through, you know, back and forth and back, I guess, you can see that it's shifted just ever so slightly. So there are little remnants that you have to just pull away. And they do. They pull away. They're cut right through. And there I have lots of little linty bits. But I have this perfect little heart that is ready now to slow stitch on and put onto a project. I can also die cut some cardstock and glue to the back to turn it into a pretty fabric journal card. Easy peasy. So that's all I wanted to show you today. I hope you're having a good day. I wish you all a very creative day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.